What up, YouTube? It's your boy Drizzle, and we back. So look, today we got Adam22 and DJ Akademiks talking about Bricc, Baby, and this OTF situation. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to this. Yeah, so Akademiks was on live talking to Remo, and then Adam22 came on the line, and they was just discussing this OTF situation about Lil Durk and them getting this indictment, and then also questioning if Bricc Baby is somehow could be a part of this situation. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. But if this is your first time here, please hit the like and sub on the video, man. We trying to get to 1K at the moment. We not too far off of 700. So if you're not sub, please hit the sub button for your boy, man. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to this.
Be a lot of shit going on. Shit, you tapped in with Tay Savage yet?
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah, I gotta get you over with my boy Tay.
Oh no, I have to. Oh, Remo, we got Adam on here. I was trying to get Adam on here. I forgot what I was about to say.
What up?
Yo, Adam, no, I called you because I was just like,
See me and Remo, that's two cops.
Oh my God. Yo,
he's a federal informant.
Yo, the reason why I called you, I was just like, yo, a lot of these like artists, I don't know if you guys ever met Durk or talked to him. Like Durk to me he's had this demeanor of being like super understanding. That's what I was shocked about with Baby. Like understanding of how the media works with shit, how even Keith to a certain extent. Because sometimes I used to think these guys hated me. But more of all, I was saying this, and Adam, I heard you, I think you were on the pod with, I can't remember who, and they were saying the dumbass shit and you were counteracting them, which I'm like, how do people think that Warren Chiraq was my biggest thing? It became bigger when I stopped doing it, not while I was doing it. And I'm literally telling Remo now, I'm like, yo, Remo, you know what's crazy? So, all right, this OTF thing is happening. I interviewed Didi, and really the person I knew the most was Duty Low. Bro, I didn't really know these guys.
I think when a lot of people think of it, if you mention that and you ask people what did he get on for, they're gonna tell you war on Chiraq. Regardless whether you had other big moments or your career did something else because you was on what was the show with Nadessa and what's it called now? He used to be on that show when I think with Joe Budden or whatever the case. Yeah, he probably had bigger moments than the war on Chiraq thing. But if you ask somebody, for the most part, that's the first thing I'm sure coming to mind.
Like I did a couple videos on the one dude whose house got raided. Bro, people think I'm like some Chiraq expert. I don't know that much. I did some videos back in the day. They call me a legend because of it. Okay, I'm glad for it. It definitely helped the mystique around me. But it was never the thing that, like even now, I look back at the video because I remember they hit me up saying, yo, OTF wants to come to do an interview. And I was like, oh, perfect. They said Duty Low is coming with OTF. Bro, I didn't even know who Didi was at the point. When I saw it, when I saw OTF Didi, I was like, oh, he looked the most friendly out of everybody there. So I'm thinking, all right, he's the guy with no murders. He's the guy who's like the, I swear. And I guess I say that because when I watch you guys now, like, especially like Remo, and by the way, Remo's a huge acquisite and like a huge part of like what you do with No Jumper because he knows all the shit. He knows way more than me. He knows way more than me in my prime. You know what I'm saying?
I know, like, it's so many little pieces to it, and that's like the reason why, like, at first, Remo was just helping me get questions for interviews going and stuff like that, and, like, line up interviews, but then after, like, pretty quickly, I think really almost, like, immediately, I was like, bro, you gotta, like, sit in on these interviews, because sometimes it's just so many different cities, so much shit to pay attention to, that it's just, it really helps to have, like, second brain there to, like, remember all this shit, and there's so many little things that these drill rappers will say in interviews that, like, you might not understand right away, but then like if you put the pieces together, you're like, oh shit, like something that seems pretty innocuous that he just said is basically like him dissing the fuck out of somebody that he used to be cool with or whatever. And a lot of times I don't even put it together until once I get done the interview. Like even that Quando Rondo interview that we did, like people are picking that apart right now and like really like zeroing in on like a few little things that he was saying that kind of make it seem like.
Yeah, but hold on, no. We're not gonna gloss past that act. I thought he was gonna run that Bricc Baby clip while they was discussing it. So we're gonna insert that right here. Hold up.
This just said.
Oh.
5 Chicago gang members with ties to Lil Durk, OTF, accused of being hired to unalive Quando Rondo in the LA incidents where Lil Pop was unalive. Suspects face the death penalty if convicted. He said indictment alleged their flights and rental cars were paid with credit cards linked to OTF.
Oh,
No charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pop.
So this is about the.
oh, what's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term, like no more slide from.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident, though,
Oh yeah,
Sly Favon, right?
They say you can't say that no more.
Yeah, play again.
Why?
Wait, y'all gotta see this shit again? They got you up there, nigga.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
Hang on, wait.
Yeah, that's him.
Wait.
And yeah, so that was the clip of Bricc Baby on No Jumper reacting to the OTF situation when the news broke. My whole thing is, Adam, you consider Bricc a friend. He's an employee of yours. We already know how you get down over there as far as, you know, if anything happened with your employees, you know, as far as in the media space, you gonna run it. Everything is content, but it's like, damn, when is something not content? It's like, as serious of a situation as this is, and we already know from the earlier video I dropped, Durk has already been arrested. I started recording this last night and had to stop it and come back to it. So yeah, we already know he down, but beforehand, not even knowing if he was gonna go down or not, a situation as serious as this is like, if one of your coworkers could be implicated for whatever reason, why are you highlighting it? You know, something that they said in the past pertaining to this shit. Like, you should be trying to suppress that as much as possible, or, you know, keep it to, like, Adam be so quick to just run something for views is crazy. I don't know how a lot of people still be rocking with him, like, and he get down like that.
He knew that there was maybe more to the Pav situation and shit like that. Like, there's so much stuff that these dudes love to speak in like riddles, basically.
No, of course. Hey, by the way, chat. Yo, Durk just posted a minute ago on Instagram. He said album loaded. Album loaded 11/20/22. He just gave the album release date while everybody's trying to figure out if he's locked up. Durk's the mastermind. I told y'all.
So much for this, huh? This nigga sitting up there trolling last night, talking about he about to drop the album, and then they go and cuff his ass. That shit crazy. Imagine he got locked up last week at the show. So you feel me? Like, they knew that they was coming for him. This ain't just something that just popped up. So imagine, like, you know, it's like almost like they let him enjoy and celebrate his last birthday being free. They pulled up 20 thick to the United Center to arrest Durk on conspiracy to commit murder during this birthday event. That would have been crazy.
Maybe he is locked up, but yo, in the moment people are looking for clarity on if he's locked up, he posts on his gram the album cover with this is great. Yo, he literally, is this? So Wack called me with all the, you know, he says, yo, he's definitely locked up, and I'm like, God damn. But I'm gonna be honest with you.
I did the Adam and Wack show like literally like 3 hours ago, so I was about to be pissed if we just did that, and then all of a sudden the biggest news of the year comes out like immediately after.
Yo, he posted a minute ago. He says album loaded 11/22, and I actually believe he's free. Because I think, so his manager texted me, and I said, I actually, because I was trying to get Flacco on, and I said, I was trying to tell him to get on Discord. So I texted to Durk's manager, And his manager didn't answer me if he's free, but he answered to the get on Discord part. He's like, hell no, I'm not getting on there. And I'm like, bro, yo, you just responded to one. What about Durk? And he ignored that. And I'm like, oh, y'all are running a play. This feels like a play now.
Yeah, they don't want to admit that he's not really locked up. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yo, because this is the best promo ever. Think about it. You can't buy better promo.
I'm out right now.
Yo, you can't buy better. Yo, if I'm him, you don't see me until the album.
Nah, for real, that's crazy, bro. I mean, I feel like one thing that I said, and it's a totally different situation involving Durk, but like a few weeks ago, I said or a few days ago, I said what did Durk really do to be included in I'm a Duck lawsuit? Besides make a song like Shoulda Duck that's basically talking about him, but they're speaking in riddles. It's not like Hit 'Em Up where it's unbelievably obvious. It's like Durk. I feel like Durk had pretty much chilled out until Vaughn came around, and then that caused him to go up way more in terms of just saying a bunch of aggressive ass shit about ops and everything. And now he's trying to reel it back in over the past year or so. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I agree with you. But also, here's the thing too, though. We all know historically when a rapper starts to say, "Hey, I'm turning to God," it's as soon as these play this, Krishan Rock drank and smoked weed during her whole pregnancy. Her baby come out looking like Charles Barkley, bro. She's back in the church. Come on, we all know what type of.
This nigga Ack is burnt out. Said Charles Barkley. That is wild. Hey, look, man, if this y'all first time here and y'all haven't hit the sub button for your boy, please go ahead and do so. I would appreciate it, man. We trying to hit that 1K goal at the moment. We a couple off of 700 if we not there already by the time this video drops. So, yeah, man, if you're not subbed up, hit the sub button for your boy, man. Continue to help me grow the channel. And, yeah, let's go ahead and get back to this.
Time. Yo, Ruby Rose been fucking and sucking for all this time. Same with Brittany Renner, and I love Brittany Renner. She my friend, but we all know when someone takes a hard turn towards the Lord or something spiritual, this is usually signs of them getting a wake up call. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's almost never a sign that everything is going great in your life if you have to turn to religion. Look at Andrew Tate. He gets hit with the crazy-ass sex trafficking charges, and all of a sudden he's a Muslim. I'm not going to lie. When I saw Andrew Tate...
Man, I don't need to hear Adam speaking on nobody and their religion or nothing when you don't believe in nothing. It's all atheist edition, man. Shut your ass up.
They do that. I was like, shit, maybe I should be Muslim. Then everybody will give me a pass on everything I've ever been involved with. I really went the other way. But, man, I thought about it for a second. Shit, it's not the worst idea in the world.
Yo, you know what's crazy? And I gotta give this guy Quando Rondo some credit. Yo, Quando Rondo, even though he say he dropped his flag, he's still keeping it straight. He's like, yo, yeah, no, my cousin died because somebody. Yeah, he was basically playing into the theory that, someone ran off on a plug and he owed some, his cousin owed some people or he owed some people. Yo, we all know how this goes. This is a grand jury indictment. They hit you up, you're the victim. They hit you up to testify, guy. You know what's going on. The feds have briefed you enough to say, hey, you're a victim of a crime. We believe that these guys tried to kill you because of some revenge shit. We want you to come in and testify. And he still kept up the appearance oh, I don't know what happened. Yo.
It's crazy, though, because that's the story that we've been hearing for, the past year or so behind the scenes, was that basically there was some kind of drug deal, theft thing going on with Lil Pab, and the people...
They said Lil Pab ran off on the plug for $40,000 or some shit. They tried to come back to LA to get it back and re-up, and... That's when the shit just went left. But that's why I'm trying to figure out. Maybe if did Quando know and he was just keeping it G, but what if he finding out how we're all finding out right now, which would be even crazy.
You want to know what made me believe that shit was the fact that Quando was willing to sit down with Bricc and do that interview.
And that's what I was just about to say. And for all this that had happened in LA, Quando being a part of the Rolling 60s at the time, Bricc being a 60, I think they're going to try and connect him as to who was Durk's California Connect, or who helped them out in California to set this up. Because if y'all from Chicago, how did you get this orchestrated in California? This shit crazy, man.
That made me feel like, oh, he doesn't think that OTF had anything to do with it or Bricc had anything to do with it if he's willing to sit down with Bricc.
Well, all right. Here's a question I keep having to ask, because Wack came on here and he just threw. And again, I'm completely ignorant to this. Does Bricc Baby know Lil Durk? Like, why did my whole chat spamming Bricc Baby? Like, they have me reacting to stuff on I think it's your Reddit or something Reddit, where it's like I guess he was on your show today, and like his face looks kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Does he know Bricc? Does he know Lil Durk?
They used to be around each other a bunch, like back in the day. I think like 2016, 2017 era.
And see, that's the connection they're gonna make right there. They're gonna look back 2016, 2017, and Adam's sitting up here all but confirming it. Boy, salute the Bricc, man. Shit, if he go down behind this too, that's tough. And shame on your ass too.
I don't know if they've really been around each other that much, like in recent times, but for sure, like he has been around him a lot back in the day and shit. But I mean, I don't know. Honestly, like Bricc, I saw that clip of his face going through all kinds of different mutations. I was a little confused. I'm like, it's going to take some serious work to decode the emotions that are going through his face right here. He might just be fucked up like, damn, some dudes I know got a federal indictment. But I mean, obviously the cynical reading of it is that he was like worried or something. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've heard like Brick's version of that whole situation, and it's basically like that he didn't have anything to do with it. But I mean, would he lie to me about it? I mean, probably, right?
That, by the way, I think so. According to Wack, he said Bricc came on your show, on your network, basically announcing that, yo, y'all can't say Slide for Vaughn anymore because of Lil Pop. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was out there before, but maybe it wasn't. Mm-hmm. How the hell did... Now, granted, I do think, well, according, at least from when I watch your show, like, Brick's a street dude, so maybe he just was just bringing street stuff to the podcast. But if he's the first person that ever said that, I understand why people think that, yo, that's kind of odd.
Oh, see, and I said that in another video. I thought Bricc got that from Durk. I lucky thought Durk said that on Akademiks when he did the interview with him. That's why I thought that was initially said. Now, if Bricc is the first one that actually said that online, talking about that's what the street's saying, bro, that's crazy.
I mean, he was definitely the first person who was like somewhat OTF affiliated that said it, you know? Like, because I remember that was...
And here we go again with Adam, all but confirming it. I think quiet as kept. Adam is paranoid and nervous about these people he around. He did not fully know the people he was getting himself involved in. I think he see a lot of this.
That was the interview that flocked.
I think he see a lot of this stuff that's coming out. That's like real, like high organized crime activity. And Adam, like, you know what? I'm just trying to do content and make corn. Yeah. So I think he up here like he's joking in what he's saying, but he's slightweight dry snitching and trying to use admittance of stuff that he knows, saying it in a joking way on X platform. So if it is to be used, it's like he hoping that it get picked up probably because he want these motherfuckers to get hemmed up so they could get taken from around him. Because I think he done got himself in too deep and he don't know how to get from around these people.
Did with Bricc that made me want to hire Bricc because he basically like
he implicated himself.
Well, I was just impressed by the way that he was like breaking down a lot of street shit and like keeping it super real about stuff in a way that dudes normally don't. But I mean, Wack's point is basically like it's not like Bricc is just some random guy breaking it down. Like he's connected enough to it that he shouldn't be saying that shit. Which, I mean, for sure that crossed my mind as well. But I mean. it's on him, like how much he feels comfortable saying, I guess.
No, I started liking Bricc when he basically said, "Yo, I had told you the YSL thing. I didn't know he knew YSL people. This whole time I'm like, yo, how the hell is the supposedly one of the biggest gang members in LA tapped in with Atlanta and knows somebody from Chicago? That's just kind of crazy." Hey, by the way, we try to get Bricc on here. You know, me and Bricc, we squashed our issues. Apparently, he's not answering. There is a rumor, and I don't know if I'm starting a rumor, but when I read through the whole indictment on stream, it appears that there's someone named co-conspirator number 4, who's the person who gave the drop. He gave the drop to the OTF guys. That person seems like a local LA person, and I'm not saying it's Bricc, but it does feel like, you know, it's somebody who.
And dare to say, it's probably Bricc. Because he already said in that men's earlier, I read something that said co-conspirator number 1. And he said, as soon as I read that, I knew it was Durk. So if they got somebody listed as co-conspirator number 4, who's a local of Los Angeles, yeah, whatever more come of this story, I will bring it to y'all. I'm going to let y'all know that now.
Would be in those realms of situations.
Yeah, for sure that's Bricc.
Yo, wait, hold on. If Bricc gets locked up, you got him with a
I
lawyer?
don't know.
See what I mean? Like, bruh, it's only but so much joking. Like I said, and like people then said, and jokes come truth. You feel me? The truth come through jokes. He's joking, but Adam is saying this because he wants it to be, you know, something that could probably be used to implicate this nigga. On God. And if they are to listen to all this, the feds be listening and probably listening to this, they know that some people are being sarcastic, and they know when to like look through sarcasm. And the way Adam's saying this is like he wants them to really look into Bricc because, like I said, Adam then got too deep in with these people, and he don't know how to get from around all the gangbang stuff. I'm telling you, something happened to Bricc and he go down and is not on that show no more. The whole way No Jumper is ran is gonna change. It's gonna become a whole different platform.
But
Are you gonna do Bricc? If Bricc gets locked up, are you gonna treat him like Crip Mac, or you got him with a lawyer?
shit, I was man, you really put me on the spot there. how much are we talking? Like,
You really put me on the spot there, but this is your friend / co-worker. So, yeah, but we already know how Adam do. Somebody go down, he don't look out for nobody in jail. The motherfuckers have to tell him to go to Crip Mac's jail hearing. He didn't go the first time. Oh, y'all think I should have went?
100,000. Oh, no, it's a federal 100,000.
Oh, geez, yeah, I feel like that's probably a little outside of my budget for lawyer fees this year. Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, is Bricc? Y'all heard Bricc saved your life like 3 times this year. That's what I heard. Or maybe I'm listening to the Fig Community guys.
I heard that.
Or maybe I'm listening to the Fig Community guys a little bit too much.
I feel like I might have saved Brick's life a couple of times this year, but you know, it's all right.
God damn. All right. Yeah,
I mean, I've seen Bricc make some pretty grown up ass decisions where he could have crashed out, and he kept it moving in situations where he definitely could have gone the other way. I've been kind of impressed by his maturity, to be totally real with you.
Well, answer this question for me, right? You know, so Durk did an interview with me, and by the way, I knew going into that. And by the way, like everything you said to Ruga, especially about like why you like not this recent interview, but the previous interview where you're like, yo, Durk's a sour act, and he answered every question. I agree with you because number one, I think Durk picked me to do an interview because he wanted to answer all them questions. He wanted to clear the air. I think Durk made a cognizant effort to say, this the last time I'm gonna get messy with all this shit. And he said, let me sit with Ack. He didn't do it like Gillian Wallow, didn't bring $1 million, didn't bring 1,000,000 goons. He came with 3 or 4 people, and he said, ask whatever is on your fucking mind. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And by the way, in full disclosure, chat, Durk did ask me to take out one part of that interview. One part of that interview. And I'm very proud to say, and I'll tell you now, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind if I tell you, or his management. And I'm really cool with his people. The only part of that interview, it was a small part, they wanted me to alter, because I'm telling you, Durk damn near got emotional when we talked about snitching. And so I started throwing people at him that allegedly told. And I forgot who it was. I can't remember the person. I could probably go back and I don't necessarily need to bring it up, but it was someone that I brought up, and I said, well, if you don't like snitches, what about him? Remember, I brought up Gunna, he spoke about Gunna, but I brought up some other people, and the only reason why he said, Act, could you not put that in there? He says, I don't know if the streets have fully, really made the judgment on if that person snitched. And when I'm speaking about snitching, I really believe that shit from my core. He just wasn't playing. Yo, I've never seen somebody care about snitching that much. Like low key, I felt bad for being friends with 6ix9ine at that point. I'm like, God, yo, he looked me in my eyes and say, yo, bro, a snitch took me from my father. And I'm like, fuck, like this guy really. You know, most people they're talking about snitching in a hyperbolic type of way, where it's like it's never really affected you. It's a thing that exists, but you got to kind of go hard. He was talking about it like, I grew up without a father because of a snitch, so fuck a snitch. So it was, I forgot who it was, but he told me to take that out. He says, just until we figure out what it is with that person, because you asked me questions and I didn't know, but I'm never going to co-sign a snitch, ever. I'm like, fuck, that's some real shit.
I fucking forget who it was, but I think I remember you telling me about that when it happened. But yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, yeah, if you're Durk, it's like, and everybody is so fascinated with your street life. Do you really have so little confidence in your ability to maneuver in a conversation that you feel like you're going to implicate yourself? Like, I understand why artists don't like to do it that much, but I mean, I just don't understand how you couldn't have confidence in that, because I could have some crazy shit going on that people want to ask me about. Like, I remember doing interviews right when that fucking gummy bear was lying about getting shot, and that was like the number one thing I didn't want to talk about, because I couldn't tell if I was going to get sued or not.
Adam, bro.
And so
I was going to ask you privately about this,
I already
bro.
knew I wasn't going to implicate myself. What?
Yo, you gotta stop beefing with the dudes who bro, I mean, whether it's and a lot.
Yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and wrap that there, though. That's pretty much the end of that clip. I just wanted to bring that to y'all in case y'all hadn't seen it. That's ADAM22 and Wack 100. ADAM22 and DJ Akademiks speaking on what, if any, implication Bricc Baby has in this OTF situation. If any more of this, like I said, come about with Bricc Baby and the OTF case, man, I will bring it to y'all. If y'all not sub, please hit the sub and like on the video for your boy, man. We trying to hit this 1K. And until the next time, it's your boy Drizzle, and I'm up out of here.